Focus on yourself and stay silent. Have you ever noticed something strange? The moment you start talking less, people start paying more attention to you. The moment you stop explaining yourself, people start wondering about you. And the moment you stop chasing validation, suddenly, everyone wants to know what you are doing. But why? Why does silence have so much power? Today we are going to talk about one of the most powerful life strategies. Focus on yourself, and stay silent. Not weak silence, not fearful silence, but strategic silence, the silence that builds strength, the silence that builds success, the silence that makes people respect you. By the end of this video, you will understand why talking less gives you more power, why successful people move in silence, why explaining yourself makes people value you less, and how focusing on yourself changes your entire life. Let's begin. Most people talk too much. Look around you. Most people talk about their plans. They talk about the dreams. They talk about the next move. They talk about what they want to achieve. But very few people actually do the work. Talking creates a false sense of progress. You say you will start a business. You tell everyone about it, you post about it, and suddenly your brain feels like you already achieved something. But nothing has actually happened. This is why wise people follow one rule: work in silence. Let results make the noise. The truth is, the more you talk about your goals, the less energy you have to achieve them. Energy leaks through words. Power grows through silence. Silence protects your vision. When you tell people your plans, something dangerous happens. People start giving opinions. Some will doubt you. Some will laugh. Some will secretly hope you fail. Not because they hate you, but because your ambition reminds them of their own fears. When you stay silent, you protect your vision. You protect your focus. You protect your energy. Think about this. A seed grows underground in silence. You don't see the growth. You don't hear the growth. But beneath the soil, something powerful is happening. Then one day, it breaks through the surface. Strong, visible, unstoppable. Your goals should grow the same way. In silence. Silence creates mystery. People respect what they cannot fully understand. When someone talks too much, they reveal everything. Their plans, their weaknesses, their insecurities. Nothing is left to wonder. But someone who moves quietly, people become curious. They start asking questions. What is he working on? Why is she so calm? What is happening behind the scenes? Silence creates mystery, and mystery creates respect. This is why powerful individuals often speak very little. They observe more, they listen more, they think more, because silence sharpens the mind. Focus is rare. One of the biggest problems today is distraction. Social media, drama, comparison. People spend more time watching others than improving themselves. But focusing on yourself requires discipline. It means improving your mindset, improving your finances, improving your health, improving your knowledge. It means becoming a better version of yourself every single day. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Self-improvement is lonely. While others are partying, you might be studying. While others are gossiping, you might be working. While others are complaining, you might be building. But the results will speak later. Stop explaining yourself. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to explain themselves to everyone. You explain why you made a decision. You explain why you changed your path. You explain why you are different. But here is a powerful realization. People rarely understand explanations. They only understand results. You don't need to explain your goals. You don't need to explain your growth. You don't need to explain your silence. The right people will understand. The wrong people will criticize no matter what. So save your energy. Let your life speak. Silence builds emotional strength. When someone insults you, your first instinct is to react, to argue, to defend yourself, to prove them wrong. But powerful individuals understand something important. Not every battle deserves your energy. Silence is not weakness. Sometimes silence is control. When you refuse to react emotionally, you show strength. You show maturity. You show confidence. Because people who truly believe in themselves do not feel the need to prove it constantly. The loudest people are often the weakest. Have you ever noticed something? The people who brag the most often have the least. They talk about money. They talk about success. They talk about power. But truly successful individuals, they rarely talk about it because real confidence does not need validation. Real success does not need approval. Real strength does not need attention. It simply exists. Quietly, your growth will shock people. When you stop explaining. When you stop seeking validation. When you stop chasing attention, something amazing happens. You start growing. Mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. And one day, the same people who ignored you, the same people who doubted you, the same people who laughed at you, will suddenly notice the change. But by then, you will be too focused to care. Move like a lion. A lion does not announce its attack. A lion does not warn its prey. A lion moves quietly, observes patiently, and strikes with precision. Your life should follow the same principle. Move quietly, observe everything, focus deeply, then let your results shock everyone. The power of inner peace. When you focus on yourself and stay silent, you discover something beautiful. Peace. No drama, no unnecessary arguments, no pressure to impress anyone. Just clarity. You wake up focused, you move with purpose, and slowly, life begins to change. Silence reveals who truly supports you. When you stop announcing everything about your life, something interesting begins to happen. You start to see people for who they really are. When you used to talk about your plans, many people pretended to support you. They said things like, "That's a great idea. You will succeed. I believe in you." But the moment you stop sharing your plans, most of those people disappear. Why? Because they were never interested in your growth. They were only interested in the conversation. Real supporters don't need constant updates. They respect your silence. They trust your journey. And when you finally succeed, they celebrate with you. Silence helps you separate real people from fake ones. Your energy is your greatest asset. Every day you wake up with a limited amount of energy. You can spend it on arguments, complaints, explaining yourself, seeking validation, or you can invest it in learning, building, improving, growing. Most people waste their energy trying to prove something to others. But the truth is, you don't need to prove anything. You only need to improve yourself. When your energy is focused on growth, your life begins to transform. Your mindset changes, your discipline grows, your confidence becomes natural. And people start noticing a different version of you. A stronger version, a calmer version, a more focused version. The power of quiet discipline. Discipline is one of the rarest qualities in the modern world. Most people want success, but very few want the routine required to achieve it. Discipline means waking up when you don't feel like it. Discipline means working when others are relaxing. Discipline means improving even when nobody is watching. And here's the secret. True discipline is silent. You don't post every workout. You don't announce every goal. You don't talk about every achievement. You simply continue improving, day by day, step by step, until the difference becomes impossible to ignore. One day someone will ask you, "How did you change so much?" And the answer will be simple. Consistency in silence. Let time reveal your transformation. One of the most powerful forces in the world is time. When you combine time with focus, incredible things happen. Imagine this: 1 year of consistent effort, 1 year of learning, 1 year of discipline, 1 year of focusing on yourself. That alone can change your entire life. But most people never experience that transformation. Why? Because they quit too early. They become distracted. They seek attention instead of growth. But the person who remains focused, the person who stays silent, the person who keeps building every single day, will eventually reach a point where people ask, "How did you become this person?" And the answer is simple. You stopped looking outward and started building inward. Become the person you once admired. Think about the people you admire the most. They could be leaders, successful entrepreneurs, athletes, philosophers, mentors. What makes them powerful is not just their success. It's their mindset, their discipline, their calm confidence. They don't chase approval. They don't react to every opinion. They focus on their purpose. Now imagine something. What if one day, someone looks at you the same way? What if your growth inspires someone else? What if your discipline motivates another person to improve their life? That transformation begins with a simple decision. A decision to stop chasing noise and start building yourself quietly. Focus on your path. Focus on your growth. Focus on your mission. And remember this powerful truth: the loudest success stories are built in the quietest moments. Remember this: not everyone needs to know your plans. Not everyone deserves your energy. Not everyone understands your journey. Focus on yourself. Grow in silence. Let discipline guide you. And one day, your results will speak louder than anything you could ever say.